Have you ever bought a fresh basil plant from the store, only to watch it wither within days? Or maybe your mint looked amazing when you planted it, but now it's nothing more than a weak, stringy mess? You're not alone. Herb gardening is supposed to be simple and rewarding, yet so many beginners end up frustrated. The truth is, most people are making the same mistakes without even realizing it. Today, we're going to break down the biggest herb garden mistakes and, more importantly, show you exactly how to fix them. Stick around until the end, because once you avoid these mistakes, you'll have herbs so healthy and flavorful, you'll never need to buy them from the store again. Mistake number 1. Not enough sunlight. Light is food for plants. Without it, herbs can't create the energy they need to grow strong. Basil, thyme, rosemary, oregano, they all need 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every single day. But here's the problem. Most kitchens simply don't get enough natural light. That's why your herbs end up stretching toward the window, turning pale, or growing thin and weak. The fix. Move your herbs to the brightest spot you have. South-facing windows are best. And if sunlight is limited, invest in a simple grow light. Even a budget LED grow lamp can mimic the sun and transform spindly, weak herbs into lush, full plants. Remember, light equals flavor. The more sun, the stronger the aroma and taste of your herbs. Mistake number 2. Overwatering. Watering is where most people go wrong. We often think more water means more growth. But for herbs, overwatering is the quickest way to kill them. Too much water suffocates the roots, making them rot. You'll notice the signs: yellowing leaves, mushy stems, and soil that always feels wet. The fix. Stick your finger in the soil. If the top inch feels dry, then it's time to water. If it's still damp, leave it alone. Always make sure your pots have drainage holes so excess water can escape. A good rule of thumb: it's better to underwater slightly than to drown your herbs. Healthy herbs prefer soil that dries a little between waterings. Think of it as giving them a breath of fresh air. Mistake number 3. Poor soil and drainage. Here's something most people overlook: the soil itself. If you grab a handful of heavy garden soil and stuff it in a pot, you're setting your herbs up for failure. Dense, compact soil holds water like a sponge, suffocating roots and starving them of oxygen. The solution is simple. Use a light, well-draining potting mix. Look for mixes that contain perlite, sand, or coco coir. These create air pockets so roots can breathe. And never use soil straight from your backyard. It can bring pests and disease into your pots. Healthy soil equals healthy herbs. It's like choosing the right mattress. You don't notice it until you're uncomfortable. Mistake number 4. Overcrowding. We've all done this. You buy a few herb seedlings and think, why not put them all in one pot? But overcrowding is a silent killer. When too many herbs share the same space, they compete for light, water, and nutrients. None of them thrive. They all struggle. The fix. Give each plant room to grow. A single basil plant, for example, can spread wide and bushy if given the space. If you're planting in pots, stick to 1 or 2 herbs per container, depending on the size. And if you're planting outdoors, follow spacing instructions on the seed packet. Think of it like roommates. Too many people crammed into a small apartment, and nobody's happy. Mistake number 5. Wrong pruning. This is one of the most common and most heartbreaking mistakes. Many beginners cut herbs from the bottom, thinking it's the right way to harvest. But what actually happens is the plant weakens, grows tall and leggy, and eventually stops producing new leaves. The fix is easy. Always pinch or snip from the top, just above a pair of leaves. This signals the plant to branch out, creating more stems and leaves. The more you harvest this way, the bushier and more productive your herb becomes. In other words, prune smart, and your herbs will reward you with endless harvests. Optional mistakes. Planting mint in the ground. Mint lovers, beware. Plant mint directly in the ground, and you'll regret it. Mint spreads aggressively, taking over everything in its path. The fix. Always grow mint in its own pot. That way, you control its roots and prevent it from becoming a garden bully. Letting herbs flower too early. When herbs flower, they shift energy from producing leaves to producing seeds. That means weaker flavor. If you see buds forming, pinch them off right away. This keeps your herbs focused on what you actually want: fresh, tasty leaves. Prevention tips. So let's recap. Herbs need the right amount of sunlight, careful watering, well-draining soil, space to grow, and proper pruning. Avoid planting mint in the ground, and don't let your herbs flower too soon. Follow these steps, and your plants will stay lush, green, and bursting with flavor all season long. Now it's your turn. What's your biggest herb gardening struggle? Share it in the comments, and I might feature your question in the next video. And if this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss a tip, and your herbs will thank you with every harvest.